All right, all right, all right. Welcome back. Okay, this is basically part two. We're in this chapter 62, and this is a sermon by Yahshua. I already read this first part in the last video, the Essene Tree of Life. We're going to continue on. He's given us the symbols for contemplation. Now, just a recap real quick that this is a talk on the root forces and the branch forces of the Tree of Life. And what Yahshua is doing is giving us the symbols and the concepts so we can understand better like what these forces are. And there's 14 in all. And they are very important. See, I now give you the symbols and the concepts of contemplation that correlate with the 14 forces. 7 of them are roots forces and 7 are branch forces. And they're all of this Essene Tree of Life. And what I've been showing you is that this Holy Megillah, Nazarean Bible of the Essene Way, keeps telling us that that Tree of Life is found upon you, for the tree is within you and all around you. Yea, you are the Sefer Chakras and the Book of Life. And only when you read yourself will you know the truth, and the truth will set you free. This is some pretty deep teachings, guys. It says, behold the 7 relationships that form the 7 Sefirot. Power with sun, eternal life with soil, peace with joy, love with water, work with light, wisdom with air, and the center branch is mated with the center root. So these are the 14 forces. Some of them are roots and some of them are branches. So we're going to let, like I said, Yahshua, which this is the Nazarean Book of Genesis. This is chapter 15. Throughout this whole series, I'll be jumping back and forth from the Old Testament to the New Testament because they're the same and they complement each other in this Nazarean Bible. All right, so we already read what the symbol was, and that was the YHWH, the tetragrammaton, standing vertical. And I showed you guys a picture of that in the other video, and this is what it's like. And it told us that this is the first family, YHWH, and is the blueprint of creation. And so this also is the symbol that Yahshua gave us when we want to think about the center branch and what the center branch is and what it does. And the contemplation on it is to think about the first family, okay? And then he goes on to say, so that was the symbol, the YHWH. I read all of this in the other video, so you might want to watch it to catch up, because we're right here where he explained that when they say angel or messenger, it could be referring to the angel, because there are chief angels that are like workers and they help with these forces. And depending on what the speaker is talking about, whether they're referring to a particular angelic cherub or a chief angel or a branch or a root force. Okay, so because there's 14 separate forces, and then they all have an angel that works with them as well as a messenger angel. That's who those people were that are in the other video of mine. So I'm already running my mouth too much. I should have been reading already, but this is the concept for contemplation, he says, on the center branch, which is the relationship between first YHWH and universal YHWH. First YHWH is also called the first family. So that's what I'm going to call it. So you know when I say the first family, I'm talking about YHWH, that tetragrammaton, which is, you know what it is. So And it consists of Father Jah, this is what it is, Mother Jala, and their only directly begotten children, the Lord Christ Jade and the Lady Christ Janah. Each of those four deities always wearing Yah as a crown. Universal YHWH is the expanding universal all that was birthed by first YHWH, first family, according to the gracious wish, the creative wish described in the Nazarean Genesis. It's called Matanah. Every point of being that has been birthed by first YHWH likewise always wears Yah as a crown. So we speak of the four Nazarene deities within the Tetragrammaton, but Yah is the mysterious common denominator as ultimate deity, original being, that is typically left unnumbered because it is the still zero. Yah is always the center and circumference, and of the all, and of every part of the all. The chief angel of the center branch of the Essene tree of life is Gabriel. As I previously said, my chelas, my yoga students, that's what chelas means, are asked to try their best to memorize not only the 14 forces of the tree of life represented by the 7 branches and 7 roots, but also the symbols for contemplation and the concepts for contemplation that are related to those forces, as well as the names of the chief angels for each branch and root. In the same sequential order that I have just listed those items for the center branch, giving you first the symbol, then the concept, and now having revealed the name of the chief angel, I will do likewise for the other 13 forces. Okay, so the symbol for contemplation on the symbol for contemplation of the center taproot of the Essene tree of life is an illustration of a spiral within a circle. It represents a principle of the creative whirlwind expressed within the circle of nature. This force, the center taproot, is often also referred to as Mother Nature, and in special relationship to the living creatures of this world is also called the earthly mother or Mother Earth. Remember, you can use more than one symbol for a given root or branch. Any symbol that conjures the idea of Mother Nature is appropriate. So the concept for the contemplation of the center taproot is the spiritual evolution of humans and other embodied creatures on the living planet, Earth, that is itself evolving. The chief angel of the center taproot for this world is Ishael. All right, so having given you the symbols, concepts, and chief angels related to the center branch and the center taproot, I will now share the symbols, concepts, and chief angels of the 2 branch triads and the 2 root triads of the tree of life. All right, but I'm going to stop it. I want to go and read to you a little bit more about this center branch, which he told us is Gabriel, and the center taproot, which he just told us is Ishael. Those are the angels, but the branch and the root have their own force as well. These guys, they just serve it. But let me go jump back to the Old Testament right quick, because we just read about those 7 relationships, but this is the one we're reading about right now. Yahshua just told us about. The center branch is mated with the center root. Okay, Ishael and Gabriel. And where they meet on the body, it says, yea, and each place whereat a branch and a root meet upon the spine of the tree forms a Sefirot. And the Sefirot may also be found upon you, for the tree is within you and all around you. Behold, the 7 Sefirot within you. The 7th Sefirot is formed by the center branch and the center root and is found at the top of your head. Okay, so we're going to end it there. It says the 7 seals and 7 Sefirot correlate with the 7 chakras of the yogic philosophy. Okay, so if you're thinking when you're hearing all these Sephirots and stuff, yes, It relates, and this is the crown chakra. It consists of the center branch and the center root. And we heard Yahshua say that he wants those students of this Essene yoga need to memorize not only the 14 forces of the tree of life represented by the 7 branches and 7 roots, but also the names of the chief angels for each branch and root, and the symbols and the concepts. So I'm going to give them to you in this series. This is part 2, and we're coming back for part 3, where he's going to tell us about these triads, the 2 branch triads and the 2 root triads of the tree of life. Okay, stay tuned, guys. We'll be back. Thanks for watching.